Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the latest video preview for Young and the Restless, Phyllis is furious, Damien arranges a meeting, and Chelsea has her doubts. Lily's made it clear that she wants to know who Aristotle Dumas is and what possible designs he has on her family's company. Next week, Damien tells Lily, as promised, I sent word to Aristotle Dumas to try and arrange a meeting with you. She asks, and Damien says he wants to know why she wants a meeting and what, exactly, she's after. How long before we finally stop playing 20 questions and meet the mysterious Mr. Dumas? Last week, Chelsea asked Lauren for advice about leaving Marchetti to work with Adam and the Newmans. Now she's having second thoughts about her decision. Chelsea tells Adam, I just joined your family's company, so I can't help but wonder about the timing. Is this Victor's way of testing my loyalty? After trying to convince Phyllis that Daniel didn't want to work with them, and she was smothering her son, Billy was left with no choice but to fire her. She begged him not to do this, but he felt she needed to take time off for herself, and they'd revisit her employment in the future. And after offering Phyllis' job to Sally, you just knew Phyllis wouldn't take this turn of events lying down. Coming up, as Sally looks on, a seemingly drunk Phyllis warns Billy he's going to be sorry he did this to her. Read the Young and Restless spoilers to find out what Jack demands of Billy, and who Victoria turns to about Cole. Young and Restless preview. Billy faces Phyllis' fury, and Lily receives word from Aristotle Dumas. The winds of change are sweeping through Genoa City, and as summer approaches, the temperature isn't the only thing rising. Emotions are flaring, secrets are unraveling, and relationships are teetering on the edge of chaos. At the center of the storm, Billy Abbott, who finds himself caught between past sins and present complications. Meanwhile, Lily Winters receives an unexpected message that threatens to turn her world upside down, one signed by none other than Aristotle Dumas. Phyllis is done playing nice, and Billy's in the line of fire. Billy Abbott is no stranger to drama, in fact, he often walks hand in hand with it. But even he's not prepared for the full force of Phyllis Summer's fury. It begins innocently enough, with a chance encounter at the Grand Phoenix. Billy strolls in, confident, casual, and utterly unaware that a tidal wave of wrath is about to crash over him. Phyllis, ever perceptive, has been hearing whispers about Billy's latest business maneuverings, and more specifically, how he may have manipulated a mutual associate to push through a deal that stepped directly on her turf. That deal involved cutting her out of a tech collaboration that could have revived her dwindling foothold in the digital space. And if there's one thing Phyllis doesn't tolerate, it's being underestimated, or double-crossed. You think I wouldn't find out? She hisses, cornering Billy near the bar. You think you can outmaneuver me in my own hotel? Billy, ever the charmer, tries to brush it off with a smirk. Come on, Red, it's just business. But Phyllis' eyes blaze. Don't call me that. You knew exactly what you were doing, Billy. You don't get to play innocent when you're the one pulling the strings behind the curtain. Their verbal sparring escalates, drawing attention from other guests, but neither cares. For Phyllis, this isn't just about a deal, it's about respect. She's clawed her way back from the brink more times than she can count, and she refuses to let Billy, of all people, derail her comeback. As tensions explode, Phyllis issues a warning that sends a chill down Billy's spine. You've opened a door you won't be able to close. And I'm going to make sure you remember exactly who you're dealing with. Lily Winters. A letter, a legacy, a lure. While Billy deals with the fallout of his own ambition, Lily Winters is facing a mystery of her own, one wrapped in gold leaf, scented with oud and old world ink, and sealed with a name she hasn't heard in years, Aristotle Dumas. The letter arrives at Chancellor Winters with no return address, but Lily instantly recognizes the handwriting. Dumas, a name steeped in power, scandal, and sophistication. Years ago, during a brief and ill-advised sabbatical abroad, Lily had fallen into an intoxicating entanglement with the enigmatic European entrepreneur. Dumas was bold, philosophical, seductive, and dangerous. Their affair ended abruptly, amid rumors of corporate espionage and an international scandal that Lily barely escaped. Now, after all this time, he has resurfaced, at least, in ink. Dearest Lily, the letter begins. Time may move forward, but some flames resist the winds of change. I find myself drawn again to Genoa City. There are matters unfinished, and opportunities waiting. I hope we may speak soon. Yours, as always, Aristotle. Lily stares at the letter, heart pounding. She has moved on, evolved, built a life and career with structure, substance, and stability. But Aristotle Dumas is the personification of disruption. Why now? Why her? As she debates whether to respond, a small gift arrives at her office, a delicate glass sculpture of an Ouroboros, the serpent eating its own tail. A symbol of cycles, of endings becoming beginnings. The return of Dumas, a new game begins. By midweek, Genoa City's elite are buzzing with rumors. A mysterious buyer has purchased a controlling stake in a European startup that recently partnered with Newman Media, and whispers suggest that buyer is none other than Dumas himself. Victoria is cautious. Nate is intrigued. And Billy, he senses the gathering storm before others see it. When Lily confides in Devon about the letter, he urges her to be cautious. He's not just some old flame. He's a force of nature, Lily. And people like that don't just send love letters. They send warnings wrapped in romance. But Lily's curiosity is piqued. There's an undeniable allure to the mystery, the history, the danger. Against her better judgment, she arranges a private meeting at Society. When Aristotle Dumas finally appears, it's like a painting stepping off the canvas. Impeccably dressed, calm yet intense, he greets Lily with a smile that's both genuine and inscrutable. "I've missed this city," he says, sipping a Negroni. "And I've missed you." Lily doesn't smile. "Why now?" "Because the game has changed," he replies. "And I believe we could win it, together." He lays out a bold vision, an innovation hub that merges Chancellor Winter's legacy with Dumas' disruptive edge. A partnership forged not just in business, but in shared ambition. It's tempting, dangerously so. Billy spirals, and Phyllis plans payback. Meanwhile, Billy is unraveling. News of Dumas' presence unsettles him. He knows the man by reputation, cunning, charismatic, and capable of toppling empires. But what disturbs him more is Lily's involvement. His jealousy simmers, masked under concern. He confronts Lily, not with rage, but with restraint. "Are you really going to open that door again? After everything you've built?" Lily, calm but firm, replies, "This isn't about the past, Billy. It's about the future, and I won't let you control mine." As he storms off, Phyllis watches from the shadows. She's pieced it together, Dumas, Lily, and Billy's crumbling composure. And it gives her an idea. One that involves aligning with an unlikely ally, Chelsea Lawson. If Billy's going to play dirty, Phyllis muses, maybe it's time we reminded him how messy things can really get. Chelsea returns, and brings receipts. Chelsea, freshly back from a design retreat, has her own reasons to keep Billy in check, not the least of which is protecting her son's stability. Phyllis approaches her with a proposition: combine their insights, leverage their knowledge of Billy's weaknesses, and build something that can not only compete, but dominate. Chelsea is wary, but intrigued. "And what do you want in return?" Phyllis smiles. "Revenge. And a little redemption. Dumas, gambit, and a dangerous offer." As the week ends, Aristotle Dumas makes his move. At a midnight gathering hosted in a renovated art gallery downtown, he unveils his proposal to select figures in Genoa's business elite. There's music, champagne, and a palpable air of danger. Lily attends, alone but composed. Dumas introduces her as his future partner, sending shockwaves through the room, and through Billy, who arrives just in time to hear the announcement. Later, in a quiet moment on the terrace, Dumas hands Lily a second envelope. Inside, he says, are the details of your full stake. If you say yes, tomorrow, we begin. Next week on Y&R. Phyllis and Chelsea execute the first stage of their plan, and Billy walks straight into their trap. Lily faces a choice that could redefine her legacy, but at what cost? Victor Newman takes an interest in Dumas, and starts pulling strings behind the scenes. And a shocking return from Lily's past could threaten everything she's trying to build. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.